Master Hobbies has gotten two new guns from Elite Force this week. The M4 CQC and the 1911 Tactical. What sets a CQC apart from the older CQB model is, well, about a year. And also the CQB has the 10-inch, 11-inch barrel with the 7-inch rail on the front and the A-pillar sight. But this only has a 4-inch mock suppressor and a 4-inch rail. These are both, I believe they're aluminum. The cap is plastic. The barrel is about 190 millimeters for the inner barrel. So if you're looking, that's the length to look for. It's just a little bit in there. You can kind of see it kind of ends where the black metal ends. So you might be able to get away with like a 200, but it's not going to gain anything. It's just sort of trying to find one that fits. Comes with this foregrip. Comes with a 300 round metal midcap. The CQB came with two plastic midcaps. It has these new nifty sights. They aren't the sights that came out about, I think it was in springtime from Elite Force. I would have liked if they were on here, but those were about 40 bucks themselves for those sights. I think they were like 35 bucks maybe. But I like those because they had the little pistol style, little white dots, so you didn't need to, it was easier to aim up close and personal, which would have been, would have suited this. But, they're optional extras. You can get that to pimp out your ride. So we got the Elite Force trades right there, selector, your normal M4 stuff. Got a crane style stock where your battery goes. This crane stock is not the one that you can just easily pop off. You have to take off the screw at the back and then take it off. The model we have, or the SKU that we got for this, is the non-battery one. There is another SKU out there for one that comes with like a battery and a charger, but the one we got is the non-battery one. So it's $189, which is it's a pretty good deal. The CQB is, I think it's $209 if you're cross-shopping the two. So this is $189 without a battery. We sell 8.4 nunchucks for I think $27.99 and 9.6 nunchucks for $29.99. So those are 1600 milliamps. So they're usually better than what they put in the box when you get a free battery. And free chargers and boxes usually just are crap anyway, so don't use those. It'll fry your battery. So just forward assist that does nothing. Your typical mid-range gun features. So you pull this, it does not hold back because it is a mid-range gun, but it has it's right stiff right now, but it has the Aries S&T style hop-up adjustment of the wheel. Similar to the Classic Army SCAR and the Classic Army New Generation M4 LWC type, but it's really stiff, so it's gonna stay where you put it. You got your don't shoot your eye out, individually serial numbered now, so we can put that in your warranty card. This does come with a 60-day manufacturer warranty from Elite Force. You send it down to Arkansas. We have sent stuff in there to get fixed under warranty, and turnaround time is not bad. I think it was like roughly a week, or probably a week and a half, if that, of getting something warranty repaired. So they're pretty good service, pretty quick. But also, more notes about this one. It looks like it's the Aries or S&T gearbox design. Their S&T Aries were once the same people, but now they're not. So the gearbox is micro switch. You can kind of hear that. It's micro switch. It has the quick change spring spring in the back, but this isn't as easy as the Aries Pro lines that, for the Mil-Spec Monk, if you see our video on that, that was a Pro line Aries M4 body. With this, it actually uses the bolt that goes all the way in. So you got to take that out. You have to punch all the pins out. Pretty much you have to take the gearbox out of the gun, and then you can change the spring. It's easier than if you had to open the gearbox, but it's not as easy. The Pro line guns or the Elite Force G36s are also very easy. So it's more of a 15-20 minute spring change versus 2 to 5 minutes on the G36, which is just like stupid easy. It's like a push pin that you don't even need a tool for. And I believe that is a 6mm Allen wrench to open that. So oh yeah, it has a tango down grip. The CQB doesn't have that, but this one does. These shoot, we've got several of them in. They range from about, I think, 315 to 330 out of the box, feet per second. But we'll chrono this one in a little bit. Here's the 1911A1 TAC. As you can see, it's two-tone. It only comes in two-tone, but the finish is really nice. It's more matte than the previous 1911 they did, and it's also powder-coated, it looks like. From examining it, it's not just like regular paint. It's definitely heavy duty, but very similar at first glance to the old 1911. But basically, the only things the same are like the internals, you know, the outer barrel, the threaded muzzle. It's like, I think, a 14mm counterclockwise. You can fit a mock suppressor on that. Grip frame and screws. It's pretty much almost a completely different gun on the outside. And here's the old one. And as you can see, the sights are different. It has forward serrations, and the back serrations are they're further spaced further apart. It has a sloped rear sight. It has a different front sight. And it's also a white dot. If you look, the beaver tails are different, so you don't get your web of your fingers pinched in there, which is good. Hammers are different. This is the old sort of spur style, and here's the new skeletonized one. Safety's on. Go. Safety is different too. This has the original A1 short safety, just on one side. This has the extended safety, easy to hit with your index finger or your thumb on both sides. It's got markings there for safe and fire. Like the old one, the grip safety does work, and the grip safety is a little different. They put this little milling in there. Like I said, these are the same. This is like pretty much screws, Screws and internals are the same. And of course, the big difference is the TAC rail right here. So you can put any sort of flashlight or laser on it that you want. M203, whatever you want to do. What else we got on this that's new? Oh yeah, they drilled the trigger, which looks pretty cool. They're individually serialized. Let's see what else. Oh, they both take the same mags, which is good. So if you have the old gun, the new gun, and the old gun take the same mags, the CO2 mags. I haven't chronoed this one yet, but the last gun, the old model, shot about 350 on the example that I chronoed. So it should be in that same range, but we'll see. There we go. So, cool looking gun. It should have a good kick. So here's the CQC with 0.2 gram BBs on a 9.6. So we're roughly around 310 on this gun. It does have a full cylinder, so if you swap that out for a ported cylinder like the MP5's SD has, not SD, the MP5K, it also has a short barrel like this, where the port's about in the middle of the cylinder. It should increase the velocity without changing the spring. It can also change the spring, but with the full cylinder, it's really that's the issue with the speed. That's how they're limiting it. It probably has a stiffer spring. It probably has like an M110 in it. So, rate of fire is good, 784. But it's with the fully charged 9.6. This is the 1911 TAC with 0.2 gram Elite Force BBs. I didn't mention it earlier, but this is the magazine is a 14-round magazine. So 350, yeah, it shoots just like the old one. It's got some good kick to it too. When Elite Force said they were only coming out with the 1911 TAC in black and tan, I was a little skeptical. I was like, it's kind of risky because everyone likes black. Black guns they sell, But the finish is really good. It looks much better in person than it does in videos and in print. So come by and see it in person. Reel's nice. It looks like it's powder coated. And if you don't like black and tan, we sell paint because we're a hobby shop. You can paint it all black, or all tan, or pink, or blue, or whatever you want to do. So the choice is up to you if you want to leave it like this, but it's a good pistol for the money. 119 bucks is it's a good deal for this. And it's CO2, so you have the better consistency in the winter. Green gas kind of lacks under 65 degrees. You can get failure to cycles and all sorts of other not fun stuff with green gas in the winter. But CO2, much more reliable in the winter. And the CQC, it fills a hole that was in the Elite Force armory. There was no small M4 that they had. Their shortest one was the CQB before this, and they've had the 416s. But they're all longer, and the 416s expensive. This nice and cheap. I'd say the quality on this is better than their entry-level G36, the competition series G36 and the UMP. It feels more solid. I mean, actually has metal on it, unlike those two. So it is definitely feels more robust, and it's not really creaky. So I would pick this over the G36 or UMP competition line if you were looking, for a short CQB gun. But it also takes M4 mags, which the other guns, can't compete with that. You can probably get a ton already, and they're cheap. But good gun for $189 that we saw it for. It doesn't come with a battery. They may see it advertised other places with a battery, but it'll be more expensive. We sell batteries, so you can get a nice battery for it. But that's it for now. You should stop by Master Hobbies. We're located at 565 Main Street in Cherry Valley, Massachusetts. Cherry Valley, also known as Leicester. Open 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Monday through Saturday. It's 6 days a week. But yeah, 11 to 6. And I believe after Thanksgiving we'll be open Sundays as well. So stop on by. We got a lot of cool guns, not just entry-level guns like these, but also high-end guns and everything in between.